Hey everyone, thanks for checking out Dave's World. If you're looking for custom parts for your Chevy Cruze, don't forget to check out davescustomparts.com. I have a lot of really cool things that I keep putting on the site. Also, don't forget to check out the Cruise Missile playlist, which can be found on my YouTube channel under Cruise Missile or Cruise Mods. Thank you very much.
Hi everybody, welcome to Dave's World. So I'm just going to jump right into this video. I know you've been patiently waiting for me to get the larger turbo into this car so we can get it back to the dyno and see what kind of power the car makes. But I don't want to just rush a larger turbo into my car, get it to the dyno just so I can get a video out to drive more people to my channel or just get clicks. I prefer to take my time, do things the right way. I've done a lot of research on a few things, and there's a few things I want to do before I get to that point, which will probably be the next video or so. In this video, what I want to do is, you guys know that I produce an intercooler system for the second generation Cruze. This is the race version. Now, because it is a larger version, I wanted to try something before I put the bigger turbo in. I want to finish installing this kit. Right now, everything is just laid out, and then I just have to finish doing a few little things. And then I want to drive the car and test this intercooler with the factory turbo before I go with a larger turbo upgrade. I'm checking for 2 or 3 things. Primarily, I want to see, better cooling efficiency over the other intercooler design. The other intercooler is a huge upgrade over stock, and then this intercooler is an upgrade over that intercooler for guys who basically do racing, drag racing, or you're in a very hot state, stuff like that. But I didn't want to give this to a person that still has a factory turbo without knowing what this intercooler is going to be doing to the car. The other thing I'm going to be looking for while running the intercooler on the factory turbo is basically to see if there's any kind of lag, maybe a boost increase, maybe a boost decrease. I just want to know what's happening. That way I can confidently tell somebody, look, when you put this on your car, this is what you're going to be looking for. Or maybe it'll be a great upgrade and there's nothing you have to worry about. So I just want to finish putting this in. I want to test the car. I'm probably not going to put the bumper on, which will probably be a cool video in itself, just driving around with no front bumper. And I want to see what happens with this intercooler. And then in the next video, we have a couple little minor things we need to do to the car to get ready for the intercooler. And then I think I'm going to probably have the Dave's World methanol injection kit ready. Meth injection, what it does is it produces more horsepower on a turbo or supercharged car, and then it also decreases intake temperatures quite a bit. So I want to see what kind of upgrades we get with that as well. And I'm not quite sure if I'm going to do it before or after the dyno, but that'll be on the website when it's ready as well. All right, so what we're going to do is let's finish putting this intercooler in. Okay, I had to take the intercooler back off because I had to throw in the boost sensor. All of my intercoolers come with a boost sensor built in. Every one of them has brand new sensors. So we're going to put this in and then finish getting everything installed. And then I want to get this on the road. Okay, I went and grabbed the keys. I just want to start it up. Let's see what happens. Okay, so I had a check engine light on because the you have to pay attention. Sometimes you don't get a good connection with these connectors, but I pulled it out, put it back in, then cleared the code, and it stayed off. So
Okay, so I just wanted to pause the video for a second and explain something. That sensor that I was pointing to is not the boost sensor. The boost sensor is on the other side of the intercooler in this view that you're looking at. That sensor is the ambient air temperature sensor. It will cause a check engine light if it's not properly secured or removed. The reason it was giving me a hard time is because even with the car off and removing it, the computer picked up the fact that it was disconnected. It did the same thing on the boost sensor, but the ambient air temperature sensor was giving me a problem. I just wanted to specify that the boost sensor is installed, you just can't see it. That is not the boost sensor hanging on the frame. I didn't want everyone to think that you can do that with the car, or I was texting the car without it hooked up. Okay, so I'm going to continue playing the video.
tell you what, I was worried about turbo lag a couple minutes ago, but after driving this car for a few minutes, any kind of lag worries are gone. This thing actually feels like it produced a little bit more power. I mean, I haven't lost any boost, and it seems like it spools exactly the same as it did before. If anything, I probably picked up a little more power because there's, you know, a bigger area for air to flow through, and it's a little colder. Oh, got a little wheel spin. Yeah, this is awesome. All right, I'm not worried. I was originally worried just because I didn't drive it myself, even though I have some subscribers who bought a couple of these for the larger turbo. I just wanted to see what it was like with the stock turbo. All right, I'm hooking up my scanner just so I could do some live data. I want to see what kind of temperatures the scanner shows on the intercooler. All right, intake temperatures right now show 61 degrees. What I'm doing now is I'm just driving just normal, and I want to see what kind of intake temperatures we have. All right, it's showing 59 degrees. It's 52 today, and it's showing only 59 degrees on the intercooler, so that's pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I could probably jack the boost up on this wastegate actuator a little bit more too. Wow. So the intercooler under hard acceleration obviously heats up, but I literally watch it drop. Wow, this is 55 degrees. Like, I literally just watch it go hot, 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 and then drop down cold right away. So I would say this intercooler is a massive upgrade. It's probably more intercooler than you even need, but if you're doing what I'm doing, where you're putting a bigger turbo, it's perfect. Yeah, so it heated up to about 70, and then now it's dropping 55 degrees. 54 degrees. I mean, it's definitely working. That's what I care about. All right, I'm gonna get the car back to the shop so we can talk about this a little bit more. Okay, we're back safe and sound. That was a pretty fun road test. I was actually really happy to see how fast this intercooler cools down the temperatures. Basically, if memory serves, when I put out my original intercooler video on the first intercooler I designed, the cool down was basically within a few minutes. So instead of you waiting hours to cool down, basically when you started driving and I was watching the temperatures, within a couple minutes it went to a much, much lower temperature. This time around, the intercooler cools down in seconds. So being that it's a much larger core and allows more airflow, things are moving faster, it heats up and then cools down pretty much right away, which is exactly what you want. So I'm really excited that on the factory turbo that this thing really has no noticeable lag and definitely has a cooling efficiency upgrade even over the last intercooler, which was still an upgrade over the factory one. So, you know, this video really, it's not like me trying to convince you guys that you need an intercooler or to like sell intercoolers. Really, I just like documenting everything I do with this car. I mean, that's the point of me having a YouTube channel. Now that we're at this point, I know when I do the turbo upgrade that pretty much anything I throw at this intercooler is going to be way better than what it would if I kept the original intercooler on the car. So the next few videos are going to be basically prepping the engine, minor little things, but prepping the engine for the larger turbo, removing the old turbo, putting in the new turbo, explaining a few tweaks that I'm making, and then showing the turbo that I bought. I haven't showed you guys just because I don't want anything to happen to it. I don't want to keep taking it out for filming and God forbid I drop the thing or something like that. But within the next 1 or 2 turbo videos, you will see the turbo and I'll go over the exact spec just so you guys know what I'm installing. I really don't know the best way to end this video other than thanks. I appreciate you guys checking everything out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I appreciate the members who donate to the channel. It's a massive help. Thanks to you guys, it helps me be able to build things like this for everyone, especially the CRUZE community. So thanks again, everybody, and have a very nice day.